Welcome, travelers, to the Tales of TerraVale. We are but your humble guides to the lands and legends that is the world of TerraVale. A group of adventurers, family, and friends, we explore and interact according to the rules of Pathfinder 2nd Edition role-playing game. So join us as we voyage through the Emerald Gulf, where the misty waves whisper ancient secrets, and the winds carry songs that are long forgotten. Here, there'll be pirates that prowl northern shores, and enchanters that weave spells as old as the deep. And every port holds the promise of new adventures. So chart your course with us, and raise the sails, let the dice fall where they may, for this is the Shadowmar Saga. So, you made it back last night, probably in the middle of the morning, after narrowly escaping the Black Cap Boy lair, after brutally murdering its leader and slicing your way through. I mean, I don't know why you guys didn't try to diplomat.
Are you kidding me, David? So many times. And you're like, why don't you just want blood?
But you make it back to the ship. You don't try to go to the wandering compass. You avoid all sorts of contact with anyone around that time. Guards are limited as they're walking around, because honestly, at night, the guards don't want to interact too much with what happens at night. So you make it back, get into your beds, and you fall asleep. Out of curiosity, where is everyone sleeping?
Okay, how about the private quarters in the back? Those 5 beds in the very back, are they occupied?
They are not, because there's no passengers.
Well, then that's where I would like to go.
Yeah, I think we could all rack up there.
The cat's away, the mice will play. There's no captain to tell us otherwise.
Well, we do have a standing captain, the
Ironfoot,
foreman, right?
Ironfoot.
I don't trust
I'm
him.
treating him as standing captain. Well,
He's
Too soon.
leaning
Too
captain.
Okay.
Nylan offered her services as captain many times.
Yes.
Does Nylan go in the private back there with everyone?
No, I'll stay with the.
Are you gonna keep your own room?
Yeah, I'll keep my own room.
Okay.
Have I had any time yet to look at any of the spell books that I got?
You can wake up early and dive into your spell books.
I would love to do that.
To be honest, I wasn't planning for a lot of spell books because I didn't think it was going to take them all. It didn't connect with me that you had sleeves that
Did
could
you not
spill.
think when you gave me that?
Oh, yeah,
I
you're
will take
right.
the man's entire library.
I love it. I love it, though. I love it.
And he was like, every book in here is a spell book. Every single one. What's
What's in it?
Wow, I got
What
to
is
do
that?
one or two.
Oh.
I'll make it up later.
Yeah, make up a library of all important spell books.
You sleep through the morning and get a good 8 hours of sleep, and getting you about midday when you start to wake up, light pouring through the portholes, and you hear the bang, bang, banging on the ship that kind of almost wakes you up from that, as men have begun to work on the ship. And you hear the construction being done to the hull outside. But you are in the private quarters, or in the navigator room, or in the Nyland room. And it's just a muffled bang. But you all wake up and go about your daily preparations in the morning. Kale gets up and finds a spot. Maybe he goes even to the carpentry room there and kind of makes it his own library as he pulls out all these books and begin to pore over them. One of them being a dark leather bound book that Regina had gave him that was written all in Fomori.
Let's look at that one. But, well, I can't actually read Fomori myself.
You
can I?
can't. You do have a little bit of practice from previous and your
Yeah.
Fomori spellbook, in case you forgot.
Oh, I remember.
And as you're looking at it, trying to translate, all of a sudden, something begins to happen in your mind, and you start realizing that you're translating words that you've never translated before.
I wanted to get with Kale
Okay.
and go over all the Fomori stuff, because I stuffed a bunch of like his
paperwork.
notes and the map that he had of the Emerald Gulf.
Yeah, the Emerald Gulf.
Of the Emerald Gulf and everything like that. And since we kind of did that before, Like
Yeah,
with the
just-
navigation, trying to do everything, I figured we could try and crack this and see what information
I like
that he had. Yeah.
Did I by chance hear them and I could go listen to what they're talking about to try to learn
Well-
things from them?
You woke up around the same time, and you could probably hear these two chattering away. I mean, they're like,
I just want to listen.
you go over when they first go in and start listening to them, and they're saying words, and you're like trying to understand what these words mean. Things like
I feel a headache coming
arcane
on.
and occult. You start pulling out all these books and everything. You pull out the leather-bound book. You're starting looking over it and starting to realize that these words are transforming before your eyes to common, and you understanding them. That's when Regina comes in. Regina comes in and pulls out all of this stuff that she carried and just pours these paperwork that you've never seen before on the top of the desk.
I'm reading this, and I'm not even going to look up, and I'm just going to say, I can read Fomori now.
You can what now? What?
I can read Fomori now. Isn't that a little weird?
Huh. Regina will remember
I
this.
shouldn't have told you that. Forget
That's-
I said anything.
Okay, well, all right.
Okay,
Well,
it's
speaking
all
of that,
gibberish.
honey, are you feeling all right? How's everything been? I know that it was very disruptive. I mean, it was a crap. I'll say that. It was a crap situation we had back there. It just sucked on all sides. Everything that happened in that room that went down, I wish it hadn't. And I feel as though you went through the most in there, considering you lost one of your friends, or at least an acquaintance of some time. And there was some other weird stuff you were talking about, seeing things and talking to people. And
I was stabbed too. Don't
yeah, and
forget that.
that's right. All right,
Puncture
okay,
wounds.
yes, as well. You were punctured.
No. Dying.
That's right. You almost died.
It's been a day.
So yeah, exactly. So I mean, I don't think anybody can blame you for it affecting you like this. But being able to speak Fomori, to be able to read Fomori, like, do you have any idea why that is?
Maybe there was something to do with his knife, and he transferred it to me, or maybe when I killed him. I don't know. That guy was creepy.
That guy was creepy. I mean, this knife, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel. I mean, it'd be buzzing and stuff like that, and it kind of wants you to throw it. But I haven't felt anything. I mean, I can't read this right.
No, you don't know.
Yeah, I can't read this Jimbo Bumbo Mumbo from that the Fomori stuff. I mean,
I suppose it could be something to do with this little guy right here.
So that's
Yeah, you show him your arm, and you see that like it starts to move around on there.
So actually, I'll draw my familiar out.
Yeah.
And can I still read it when this thing is not like...
Yeah,
on my
you
arm?
pull it out, and it's just kind of floating there. And Regina's still feeling like it's kind of weird. I mean, you've seen it a couple times, but it's still kind of weird. This like floating wisp, jellyfish, squid things, got these tentacles.
Yeah.
You do notice it's looking a little bigger,
Okay.
and a little stronger. But you still can read for more. You still can look through that.
Since I'm
There's still a
eavesdropping,
connection.
Okay.
since I'm eavesdropping on them, can I just open the door and start talking to them?
Yes,
Or do
you
I have? I can just
Yep, go ahead.
bust it open.
She just walks right in and kind of startles you.
Good morning, Nyland. To you too, as well, honey.
Also, I have a tune that I don't understand.
You can read, Nyland. You can read? Yeah, I assume. I don't. I just at this point, I gotta establish a baseline for you. For some reason, I make assumptions, and I am so wrong most times.
Yes, I can.
Okay,
read.
all right. So
I am extremely intelligent.
So maybe go ahead and give this a whirl.
I did. I don't understand.
Oh, you did.
I do not understand
You
anything.
read this and
Yes.
you don't understand it.
Can
I don't know if you read it yet.
I
It
mean,
has been only like 12 hours.
Like I held it.
I did all I could do.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I like recognize anything about
Yeah.
the magic itself?
Arcane or religion.
Okay.
Yeah, you recognize that it is an item, a establishment of the Church of the Arclight.
does the Fomori book react to the other book?
The books don't react to each other.
Okay.
They're fine.
Just
They're just
curious.
books.
Yeah.
One's
I didn't
creepier
know-
than the
I didn't
other.
know if I'm gonna try to like eat the other one or something.
So I guess I'll close this up and hand it back to her and be like, so Charge of the Arclight, go ahead and read the book. Should be in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Just
And I'll
read the
get
book.
back
So
to
much
my-
information.
You just opened it?
Can I not open it?
Yeah, you want to open it? Go for it.
Yeah, I'll open it.
Yeah.
The whole
I'll
ship
open
burning
it
down.
I'll
The
open
flame
it.
kind of like jumps a little bit and grows a little bit.
Give me more information.
It's in there.
This is
That's
the
it. I could spend the next 12 hours reading that book and then telling you what's in there. Or you could just spend the next 12 hours reading the book and telling yourself what's in there.
It's not the kind of magic I'm familiar
Yeah,
with.
that's not, and you know how I feel about magic too.
The question you should ask yourself is, do you want me to heal you?
I'm really okay. I'm feeling good, but how do you feel? Like,
Roll intimidation.
Do it.
Good.
Whatever that thing is.
What's that? What is that?
It's like some sort of weird bug.
What is that?
Wow, that is
Oh,
really big.
it's gross.
What is it?
I'm getting itchy looking at it.
What is? Can we take care of that? Is that possible?
You're the one. You were the one with the thistle blade.
We mean you. We mean you.
I can't reach it from here. Are you kidding me? I think this is an island job.
Yeah, right.
Looks like it's content. Let it be.
Where is it?
In there, you want to get it? You can try squishing the paper. No, it's just gonna make it
Oh my
mad.
goodness. What is it?
It's just like I don't know.
It's a Feymori wasp.
Oh, it's
Did you
huge.
see it, Joey?
Yeah, it is literally a gigantic mosquito. Like, it looks just like a mosquito, but it's huge.
I like it
And
that
it's
I
not
know
like a
where it's
mosquito
at.
wasp. It's like a mosquito. It's so weird. I think it's staying there.
Since you will not help me with the book, will you at least show me how to do this?
Yeah, it's all in the book. I mean, it really. I'm sure it's all in there. Like if you take, I'm sure it's all in there.
It's
They really do not want to help me.
It's not about like helping. It's just kind of like I don't know.
You can do it.
You could do it. I believe in you. I mean, it's really is. I know that maybe you're used to where's your father's man or whatever doing everything for you, but you're an independent woman now. Okay, and you can. I believe in you. How about, yes, you can do it. Okay, this is Regina Malucci. All right. That's,
Okay, I would just like to walk out without saying anything to them.
Oh, it's on the other
that
side.
thing is- man, look at that.
See what I mean? It looks just
Ew,
like,
that thing's
it
gross.
looks like a.
Gnarly.
What are we
You got a
doing?
vacuum or something?
oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm the hero. That's
I want to walk out without saying anything to them, and I want to go in search of Ironfoot.
okay.
I want to knock on the captain's quarters.
Well, first you leave the room. I'm gonna stop there. So you guys begin to pour over the books. Is there anything that you are looking for, or want to find, or trying to figure out?
Well, I was looking in the book to see if I could recognize any spells, but what did you bring? You brought a map?
So he had a map of the Emerald Gulf and and a bunch of notes on like Feymori stuff. Like, so I was assuming that he also was finding information about the Feymori and trying to like maybe track them down or look at maybe so he had more information on the Feymori in the Emerald Gulf
Mhm.
and see if we could maybe narrow down, because we had a general idea of it's the and I guess now our guide is dead. Who was going to take us to the place in the
Umberglades.
and the Umberglades. So maybe we can find. Maybe he had a location marked on the
There's a
map.
place in the end.
Just cross-reference like everything that he had with everything that we know.
This is work.
It's so mad.
I can throw my dagger.
I don't know what
you hang
to
loose himself there.
This is not a beast. This is a miscellaneous creature.
I know. We're all
Every-
the entire
every 30
corner. We're gonna look
seconds,
up
like-
here. Kilo, you walk up to the top deck.
I'd like to walk over to the side. I'm still port.
Once you walk up, just so you know, you walk up, and the ship, the top deck, is full of men that you don't recognize as they're working on the ship. They're replacing boards. There's a couple of men hanging over the bow, fixing the stern, taking care of the anchor. and some mass and stuff like that. You also notice that Dougal McIntyre is there from your previous excursion shopping, and he is directing new cannons to be placed on the ship.
I would like to half-heartedly say, yeah, you're all doing a wonderful job.
He's feeling it.
It's my way. I'd like to go down and I'm guessing to get down to is there a ramp to get down to the deck?
Oh,
The
yeah.
dock?
There's a ramp
Yeah.
going down to the dock.
Okay, yeah. So I would like to look and see if there's any like people there waiting around to get picked up for work. Like anybody
like
there,
workers?
like yeah, or like a boy, you know, that I could send to do a task for me.
Yeah, you probably see, there's probably some lads running around,
Right.
and they're trying, sticking around, trying to get extra coin, bugging
Okay.
sellers.
So I'd like to and say, lad, over here.
Oh, you're a cat!
Hey, and I'm quite a cat too. If you really
Wow.
knew half the stories. But here, I want you to do something. I'll give you a silver piece, and I'll give you 2 more when you return. But I need you to go up the road to a man named Koshidal. I need you to pick up an item for me. It's a piece of armor for a cat. Bring it back. I'll give you 2 more of these. Yes.
Oh, gee willikers, sir, I'll do anything.
All right. Really curious if I'm going to get anything back from this.
He goes, you got it, sir. And he runs off.
Skipping. Pleasant lad. Probably going to rob me. So that's what I wanted to get going.
Okay.
And then I would like to head back onto the ship.
You start heading down and actually run into Nylan in the stairs. She's about to go up to deck.
Oh.
Deck.
Okay.
Top deck.
Oh, Nylan.
Yes.
Since we did just all almost die trying to get you out of that crazy mess that you were in, I was wondering if you would do me a favor and give me healing.
Yes, but first I'm going to see Ironfoot about sending someone to the dwarf to get my cat's armor back.
Oh, well, who were you thinking of sending?
That would be Ironfoot's decision.
Right. Well, you might want to just wait. I have a feeling that perhaps, I'll just tell you, I gave a lad a gold piece. 2 gold pieces, if I'm telling the truth. And I told him to go get the item and bring it back. Now, all you'll have to do is pay me back for the money I gave him. And, this is Silver's deal. And assuming he actually comes back and doesn't steal my 2 gold pieces, then you'll actually have it. Now, you could still go to Bror and send him. It'll just be 2 people doing the same job. So that's really... but I was thinking about it. You can take these back until I get the actual item for you.
Then I will heal you.
Thank you.
You should take that. You should take that.
Since Nylan doesn't have a concept of what real value of money is, she probably will be willing to give out as much money as she has.
So I don't have to roll the deception.
Let it play.
An island. I have these big silver pieces. They're so much bigger than platinum pieces. Do you want to trade
They're the
me
same color.
really big silver pieces for those really small platinum pieces?
That's awesome.
I'm going to try something.
Yes?
Nope.
Ow! That actually hurts.
I only got 15. Obviously, it did not work.
Yes, I don't feel much better.
Try to stare at this.
Well, this made me feel better.
Hopefully.
You do feel a little warm and tingly on the inside.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for trying.
Do you want to hold it?
Not really.
You
It looks
open
like
it?
it looks like
It's the
it looks like a
eternal
jar of fire.
flame.
Do you know what does it do something?
Yes.
It makes books. Does it read book? What does it do with a book?
I'm trying to learn, but no one will help me.
So I'm trying to learn.
You know what you need to get? You need to get a book that tells you what to do with it. Then you can read the book.
manual.
Anyway, what's this?
That's the book.
This is the book. Oh, well, you're in luck then.
I don't understand it.
Two gold.
Well, that's the thing with books. You don't understand them until you read them.
You have been no help to me today.
Well, you haven't been any help to me either.
We're trying to help you so that you can help yourself more, and it's not working.
Tough love, man.
You know, teach your man to fish and all that.
As you're standing in the hallway, you do start smelling whatever it is that Grits is cooking.
Ooh. Good or
Do you
bad?
smell that the Grits is cooking?
Oh, it smells really good. It smells really good.
Oh, making some lunch, huh?
Not
smells
like,
like the
not
lunch.
as good as that first meal. I mean, everyone still thinks about that first meal, but it does smell pretty good. We'll come back to you guys. Basically, the notes are thoughts that Dark Eyes was writing out about location for the Fomori. And the map, it seems to be locations, X's, where they're spotting of Fomori. And from reading of his letters, you realize that the captain was in some sort of business with the Fomori, and he provided prisoners. You find records of people that he's kidnapped from TreNora that he's put on a ship and send out.
The captain?
Our captain?
Our captain?
No,
The
I'm,
captain of...
I said captain here. Dark Eyes.
Oh.
Okay.
Dark Eyes was involved. We're reading about Dark Eyes. Sorry. Dark Eyes was involved in capturing people in TreNora and sending them on the ship or in exchange for what he writes down as simply the Blight.
Upon reading that, we'll pull this out again. This dark evil bottle.
Yeah.
Can I examine that? Like maybe an arcane check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, 32.
Wow. And I got a 26.
Nice. All right. Together, you figure, especially with reference to some other text that you have, that bottle is a bottle of Blight. You reference a couple books. In fact, you pull out the old Fomori spell book you had gotten from an earlier encounter with the Fomori sorceress on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And now with the ability to actually perceive and read Fomori text, you read through and able to decipher everything, and you see that she references this thing called Blight Blood Elixir.
Mm-hmm.
And that Blight Blood Elixir, you actually find a formula for that.
Do I know anything about what it does?
All you know is that it is a enhancement that that comes from what they just reference as the Blight. They take the Blight, turn it into a formula, an elixir that almost acts as a mutagen, giving enhancements to those that drink it.
Well, this is very interesting, Regina, but I have a feeling if one were to drink this Blight Blood Elixir, they might end up like our dark-eyed friend. All kinds of creepy.
Yes, I'm sure that there's some severe downsides to imbibing this beverage. Elixir,
Mutagen.
tonic.
Elixir.
Very interesting academically. Maybe we should brew some up just to see what it looks like.
Well, do we have the ingredients?
Do we have ingredients? I mean,
We
we got
have-
some Blight.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you don't have the Blight, but you do have one bottle of
Okay, so
it.
this is the elixir, but not the Blight
Yes.
itself. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, that explains all weirdo lies.
It sure does. So where? Oh, he was trading for the Blight to make this stuff.
So I
Okay.
was trading for a way to make these elixirs.
Okay.
All right, and does
Well, that's dark.
I mean, he was trading souls essentially for more of this stuff.
I feel less bad about killing him now.
Oh yeah, I don't feel bad. Well, oh yes, of course. Now I feel less bad as well. As well, honey. So on this map here, you said he's got locations marked.
Yeah, so you look at this map, there's lots of locations. You can see there's parts where he circled something and then X'd it out, and then there's circles and there's other things, and it's mostly hard to decipher, but you do notice one thing, that there seems to be writing that says where they appear seems to be along Arendor and in the north, and recorded sightings of ships not along the Umberglades. They seem to avoid along the center of the Emerald Gulf. But there is one location that is circled and it says meet here. And that is along the coast between Demacy Point and Dagumont.
Now, did it look like in everything that I got, all his notes and everything, was there anything in there that said about the next meetup? Like, or if they have a schedule, like if every month he would send people? Or...
Yes, You find that there is a schedule that every several weeks, it seems maybe every once in a full moon almost, like along with the lunar calendar, he would recruit a vessel to send out. You also find the name of that vessel. A ship by the name of Destiny.
Destiny.
Not the Silver Eider.
No.
Are we?
Which you find, according to the records, that it has left and has not made it. It hasn't. It's en route right now.
Would this have been a ship that we would have heard of, or like myself and maybe Kilo, if we were to talk to him, like sailors, you know?
No, probably not. It's not a name of a big fancy ship, and you can tell it's a small vessel.
Is it always the ship? Like,
Yeah,
is it
that's
like
the
a
ship.
contract
That's
with the
his ship.
That's
That's his ship.
So obviously, with knowledge of like sailing and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
we know how long it would take them to get back. Like,
Yeah, I think
so
that
like leaving a week ago, did they already meet up with them? Or...
it looks like they already met up with them. They would probably at least arrive there. They're on their way back.
They're on their way back, and they should be back in like within a week, within a few days.
Guessing how fast they can go, it'd probably be about 5 days.
About 5 days. Okay. So not something worth waiting around for, I don't think.
Suddenly you feel this intense hunger that you haven't eaten in a long time, and the wafts of Grit's food kind of sneak in, and you smell it, and you realize you probably need a break instead.
How about this, Sonny? Why don't we take a break, go eat some lunch, and then we'll come back and try to iron this out. I think we got a lot from this so far.
Yeah. Lots of information here. Lots to think about.
All
Right.
right, that's cool.
So you leave, and everyone kind of meets up in the galley at this point. Even Nyla. Well, I know she has other plans, but she still is hungry. So everyone kind of walks in, and you meet each other there, and Grit's is like, "Oh, good, come in. I made something. I call it a souffle."
Souffle, huh?
Yeah, it's just a stew. But he pours some both. I'm starving. You?
Absolutely, Annie. Let's get some of that.
Yes, it's been quite a couple of days.
Does it still smell good?
Yes, it's
Okay.
good. He rolled pretty. He cooked pretty
Nice.
awesome. As you're sitting there eating, the door opens up to the main deck, and Boar comes walking down. Oh, seems like a lot of you had quite an adventure last night.
More like a nightmare, bro.
Are you care to let me in on your dealings?
No, I don't trust you.
Well, it's a good thing. It's good to see you still alive. I don't know what I had to write down to say you're kidnapped and probably tortured and all that. It would look bad in business. So it's good to see you.
It was your idea.
To get kidnapped?
Hmm.
I don't think it was.
Anyway, bros. Sorry about that.
She's been through a lot, I see.
Long story short is Nylin here got kidnapped and we had to go find her. Some black cap boys, it's a local gang, took her in and wanted to question her about some of our dealings at sea. And then we got her out, at the point of a blade, I might say.
You went in there into one of these ruffians' gangs and came out with Nylin?
Well, really, it was Grits that did most of the fighting.
I am the hero.
Nylin wants to take out her dagger and like slam it, like shove it into the wood and look at Ironfoot and say, I believe this was your doing.
What? I'm sorry, that was Grits.
What? So Grits is
He's also
Grits is
amazed.
confused.
What are you on about, lass? I'm not following you.
I don't trust you.
You don't trust me. I don't know what to say. If it wasn't for me, these lot wouldn't have came and saved you. I convinced them of it.
I don't believe you.
Well, all I have to say is I ought to get you back to your daddy. And I'll get my payment and we can be over this. I'll take you back.
Another reason I don't trust her. She would like to try to get up and go and do a performance to see if she could get more money, get more information.
What?
She's leaving the ship.
You mean like Salome? You're gonna ask for John?
Are you going? Are you
going?
No, she knows there's a lot of people working at the top. So she wants to take a Maya and see if she can get coin, get information about people, about things, if she does an acrobatic performance.
So you're going to...
Just leave. I don't need
You're
to
going to
tell
flip up
anybody.
the stairs?
Sure.
So Nylan just gets up. She like picks her knife off the ground. She was in like a kneeling stance and stand up, eyeing Bror, puts it away, and then does a twirl around him while eyeing him, and then does a backflip up the stairs, all while giving him a death stare. Bror's like,
Oh man. It's a West Side
was-
Story or something like you're about to start
what-
fighting.
what was all that about?
She's been through a lot, bro.
All of a sudden you just hear from the deck all these men going, yeah, you go girl, as they're like whistling and catcalling her.
So the question is, did she get any money when she went on?
Well, I'm gonna get you down here. We don't know that yet.
I was just curious.
All right, well, that was a bit odd. Are you sure she wasn't hit on the head?
I mean,
We don't understand.
She might have been.
there was a lot of uncounted hours.
Right.
That's a lot of fun. Oh boy, that's
All right, well, I'll let her go do her thing, and she needs to get out some energy. I hope it works for her. Let's go to the mess hole over here. Let's go to the berth. I'll have a talk of something. Everyone, you can bring your food. It's fine. How are you all faring? I heard it was a tough one.
I got stabbed a few times.
Yeah. Did you
want
do
to
it?
see?
How many times?
4 times.
Oh, that's some good scarring right there.
She got the knife.
That's right. Yes.
You stopped him?
Yeah, watch this. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they called it this one was funny.
oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, watch the kill.
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right.
It's it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yes. Though I wouldn't say worth it. The
No?
whole excursion you sent us on ended up being a little more interesting.
Well, I thought she was hiding in a barrel somewhere and she needed some help. I didn't know she got captured by one of the gangs here, thriving in TreNora.
Yeah, it was a rough one. By the way, Gil's dead.
Oh, no.
We just,
Yeah.
I thought you
Boy.
should know. Be thinking about, you hired him.
I
and
did
all.
hire him. Now I'm
Yes.
going to hire another one.
Yeah, I guess we don't
Oh.
wanna, yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. He was your lad, right? You knew him.
Aye, yeah. I suppose the upside is there's probably no more Black Cat boys around. Maybe a handful left.
Hey,
You probably did the guard a favor.
I think so. Think so.
Spineless lot.
Yeah, we
They'll
killed
avoid them at all
we killed a
times.
lot of people.
We killed a lot of people.
We killed a lot of people. Yeah, I guess that's probably the most people I've ever killed at one time.
How fast can we get out of town?
Yeah, that's what,
Well, it's a good thing you said it. Was I did see I'll come back later that night. Last night I made pulled some strings that were patching up the ship a lot faster. It cost me some extra coin, but It should be good.
That's good. Thing is that we did go and we did kill the entire gang. You'd think that they
Not
would
the
like
entire
it.
gang.
Well, most of the gang.
Yeah, there's.
So you would think that the town guard would also like us. But the whole reason we had to kill the gang was for Nylin. But also because of Nylin, the town guard doesn't like us either.
Yes.
I suggest you hide low on the ship. Don't leave it again. Alright, you just stay here. It's probably for your best. You know? Get some of the other crew to do your shopping if you want, but I suggest you hide low if you can. They're probably looking for you. They'll probably kill you on sight. At least try.
Of course, honey. Hey, how's the
Really
bar
good
doing?
words.
How's the bar doing?
The bar. No, if you look over here and you look up and you see that there's actually a sign above the door. It says Bog Haven Bar.
Let's go, honey. All right. Woo! Is anybody working or no?
Well, I mean, right now you only have his grits.
Nah.
I fired him.
All right. Well,
He's your own trouble now.
Did you actually fire him? Oh my god. It's okay. I'm sorry, honey. So I guess I would like to try to hire somebody to
Right
work
now.
for the Boghaven. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Or the Boghaven bar on the ship to try to make some money.
All right.
Can I go to the compass? Try to poach.
Not yet. We're still talking. All right. So I'll give you a little heads up. You're sleeping. It's about midday. It's probably going to take the rest of this day to finish up repairs. Then I want to leave by morning. All right. You seem to get yourself into some trouble. You seem to be at least in the same mindset as I. You looked for some help. While you're doing my dirty work in my laundry list, as it were, I went out searching for some information. I found it. I've been hobnobbing, as they say.
As they say.
I know. I am really good at that. I hob a lot, so nobbing just comes naturally.
But consider yourself in good company. A good company of fellow hobnobbers.
Yes. Well, I found out that there's a Fomori hunter. A captain who goes after Fomori. His name is Darkbane. At least that's what they call him. It seems to be on the down low, as it were. It isn't. He mostly works on just capturing and killing Fomori. I found out where his ship last made dock. Dagomont.
You said Dagamount.
Yes, Dagomont.
And that's where his ship is now.
He travels a lot. Doesn't stay in one place too long on his hunt. And I hear last he was here, said he had plans to do some hunting and they head to Dagomont. That's our best bet. So tomorrow we head out to Dagomont. It's a bit of a sailing. It'll take us 5 days if the wind is in our favor. Kelly, trust you to look over the maps and find the best route.
Aye, shouldn't be a problem.
Standing captain. Sitting, leaning captain.
That's supposed to be some sort of joke.
Whatever you prefer. Unofficial captain. So Kayla and I were doing some studying this morning. We found some information, as we are, and again should be compensated for, I think, by the ship under which we are in employ. Information on our mission to infiltrate the Black Cap Boys. We found that the leader himself was kidnapping and selling humans as slaves to the Fomori, for whatever it is that they're doing. And it turns out that they have a meeting place that's somewhere in between Dagomont and Demacia. And if our calculations are correct, they should be on their way back from that point now. So obviously there's a big ocean, but as far as intercepting a vessel like that on our way to Dagomont, is that something that we could try and do? I don't know.
It could be a little bit of a stretch there.
Yeah.
Trying to intercept them on the sea. It might happen if they're coming back here and we're heading in their direction.
It stands to reason, since they're coming from Demacy Point back to where we are, and we're going to Dagama, which we have to pass Demacy Point to get to, we would actually pass Destiny, you said it was called?
Yes, the
On the
vessel's
way.
name is Destiny. Yeah, so yes, exactly. But again, it's a large ocean. It's
Yes,
possible
yes.
that they could be miles away from us at the time of our passing.
How would we know? Like, did he describe a flag or any kind of?
No, just calls it
We just
destiny.
have to like.
Could we maybe do some hobnabbing today?
You might be
And
able to.
find some information on the ship
On the
called
down low.
Destiny?
On the down low.
On the down low about a ship called Destiny?
Maybe find out if it makes port anywhere else.
Yeah, if maybe it makes port on the way back down. We could try
Find some
narrow in because if
information.
they're on their way back. Yeah.
I think, especially with a couple of sailors, be able to ask around the right person. Probably we can find some more information.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess if Kilo, if you aren't doing anything else today, maybe
Sounds good.
you would use some of your sailor connections. to-
Yes, well, I'm also a hobnobber myself.
Of course.
Oh, good.
I've hobbed a lot of knobs.
Everybody. These days, who isn't a good hobnobber? You know what I mean? Me. Okay, all right. So
Now, I don't
guess-
want to split up the party in TreNora, but should we ask the lady?
Well, so here's the thing. I have a feeling.
I don't think she should leave the ship.
Yeah, and we could also do like
Leave her.
cutscene. Like I don't know, David. So we can do cutscene. Okay, you go and do this, and you go and do this, and then we meet back and not actually act it out, but like do some rolling.
So everybody should split up in TreNora.
But not like split up. It's like I'm going to the compass
I'm kidding.
and like you know what I mean, docks and everything like
Yes, I like it.
All right.
Hobnobber.
That sounds good. You have a half a day left.
that. Half a day.
All right, you have enough to do some hobnobbing, last minute shopping.
Mhm.
Don't make yourself known out loud. Don't do anything crazy like flips down the street or anything like that. I heard the rumor. I won't go into it.
All true. I mean, all true.
And do that. All right, and then we'll be back. See you back here by tonight. All right.
That sounds good.
All right.
Standing captain.
Yeah, well, sometimes I like to be sitting, Captain.
Hey,
It's nice and easy that way.
sitting captain.
Bro, you could leap like a deer, man.
Oh well, one day maybe. I don't know. Not now. You know, I'd like a new foot. That's for sure. This thing's seen a lot. All right.
So
Yeah. So you get up, clean up the dishes and everything. Grits will get ready and head out with everyone. What is Nylan doing? She's dancing for the workers.
sounds.
That sounds so bad.
That is exactly.
He said that.
Angry dancing.
She's performing acrobatics for money.
oh, is that what they're calling it?
That listen. What you know? What you're a working gal. All right, so that's good. You're earning your way.
She doesn't work.
Well, she's gonna be working.
Dances for money in front of
It's
gentlemen.
not dancing.
Okay, so describe what acrobatics for money looks like compared to dancing for money. Like just,
You're seeing
Good.
staircase.
Cartwheels,
okay.
somersaults,
Okay.
backhand springs, acrobatics.
Okay, for okay.
Like a circus.
Yeah, like a circus. Walking on a trapeze.
Oh, you brought a trapeze with you.
No, the
The mask.
Earning income usually takes some time, so you just start. All right.
They're
But-
not gonna pay you till the job is done.
I'll roll a acrobatics check.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Third-
You're
third-
on top of
That is
everything.
not even. It's not a pilot.
Got it.
It's just on a
Like Cyrus.
like tip down.
Pick your own.
So much better.
26. That's what she's practicing, and that's without her blue fire.
Everyone kind of walks up to deck and sees Nylan doing some. What are you doing?
Flips.
She's
like-
doing like some really impressive flips. And there's a bunch of guys that are going, "Oh, that is classy. That is real classy. You know, there's some skill in this lady. She's just moving around." And they're just like, all sitting around working as they're watching this, commenting on her
Maybe
professionalism.
distract somebody else's shit.
And as you're doing this, you guys kind of sneak off and get going. Eventually, you do earn yourself 2 gold pieces.
Wow.
Look
Thank
at you.
you.
Look at
When
you.
I see them sneak off, can I yell for them to wait?
If you see them sneak off.
Do I see them sneak off?
Roll a perception check. Everyone else roll a
Stealth.
stealth.
22.
All right.
26.
I always see the wizard.
28.
Oh, so I only see Kale?
10. You got 10.
10.
Don't you know invisibility or something?
I do actually, but I wouldn't think to cast it even though it should be fun. Just save that for if I need to get back.
All right, so you
I
do
see
see
Kale.
them. You do see them.
I mean, you see Kale.
You see Kale.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Kale, wait. I'm coming.
You're
Okay, I'm alone.
Cast invisibility.
Yes, I do have my blue fire in my fanny pack in my book, so
Okay, good. So that's good.
You're gonna sell the book to somebody.
no. I'm gonna learn something.
You know, you have 55 gold now. You can go buy a bathtub. Do I happen to see a young lad with armor for Maya and hungry eyes? 2 pieces of silver.
You know what? As you're leaving, you do see him coming up.
Oh, really?
Well, go on it. And he's actually carrying a large crate
Oh.
at this point.
He is a lad is
Yeah,
carrying
he's
a large
a
crate.
large crate. I mean, that large for him. Like not like huge. Just he's carrying like this. Oh, so go on, Mr. Cat, sir, folk. I have it here. And the man, his name is
Torsten, I think.
Yeah, that's it. That's his name. Well, anyway, he said he's got it all here.
Really?
Yeah, he said here's some armor for a cat, but I don't think it's gonna fit you. There's this metal boot that I don't know who's gonna wear that, but it's pretty cool. He said you can put stuff in it. It's really cool. And there's a nice armor here with it's like leather armor. He said he had some time since he couldn't sleep last night. That can adjustable leather armor like that.
That's well done, lad. Well done. And I'd say, I didn't know you had to carry a whole crate. Yeah. I'm gonna give you as an extra piece for your hard work.
Oh golly gee, sir, you're swell. You want me to take this up to the boat for you?
No, well, actually, yes, I would. Take it up to the boat and don't open the crate so anyone can see it. But I do want you to take it below deck. Ask the men; they'll tell you where the private quarters are.
Oh, all right. That seems trustworthy. I can do that.
No, don't trust the one with the mustache.
All right. And he kind of like skips off.
That's excellent. I'm guessing that.
Except for Grits. Grits grabs his armor. Yes.
I'm guessing the metal boot was for Bror.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was actually thinking I wanted to go buy that for him, but I didn't know if there was enough time to make it.
No, Torchkadal was up all night because he couldn't sleep because he almost died.
Do I know if I owe him money now?
I think you're fine.
All right, so we're off hobnobbing, yes?
Yep, hobnobbing and doing your thing. So, we could do hobnobbing first. Everyone could roll hobnobbing.
I'm not hobnobbing.
13.
I am canvassing for an
Are you
employee.
going off by yourself?
Yes. Well, first I was going to go to the Wandering Compass
Mm-hmm.
to see. And then I was going to go to the local unemployment office
You should.
or temp agency or something of the fantasy equivalent of that. I kind of want to post it as like a chance to adventure as well as
For 3 hours.
like make a little money. You know what I mean? Like, here's an opportunity for you
All
to
right.
gain experience as a sailor, as well as working in an ever-expanding industry of fast food and
All
entertainment.
right.
So
So you're going to spend the next couple hours. Are you just
that's all I'm doing.
interviewing?
Yeah, I just want to get a solid employee so I can be
Were you
making some
planning
passive
on
income.
doing any purchasing?
I won't do that. So I'm just going to look for an employee.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. So are you hobnobbing?
No, I'm terrible at that. I'm gonna go to Arcane Curios.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
maybe buy some things there.
Yeah, you is anyone
I
doing
have
what
to.
Boreas?
But yes, I'm gonna have that. But also, I did want to see what the cost was to sharpen my blade. How much was that? I know I couldn't afford it before.
How much you get a +1?
Yeah,
It's 35.
35 gold.
Yeah, 35
Okay.
gold.
And I
It
don't.
would have cost, I believe it costs about 100 gold pieces to get a +1 and striking.
I'm gonna go with 100.
Oh, you
I
are?
hobnob.
Oh, you
You have
have now.
100 gold pieces?
No,
You hobnob.
together though we have 110 gold pieces. I talked her out of a bathtub.
And into
Wow.
sharpening your sword?
Well, it's but if it's a sharpened sword, but I'm not charging it the 2 gold pieces I gave to the lad to go get the stuff.
Oh, so
That makes
you're-
sense. That's fair.
Instead,
That's fair.
So I'm
he's
actually
making
very
a
honorable.
he's making a barrel bathtub for me that
I'm
can turn
working it
into
on.
like a hot tub. So they're gonna take water, put it in a barrel, and I already have some soap, so that will be enough.
Listen, while we're at sea, I got nothing better to do than to get water off the side of the ship and dump it in a barrel for her.
So the only person I saw was Kale.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you going
Um,
with Kale?
So I followed Kale, and then I decided that it looked boring. He wasn't talking to me. He's not helping me out with my blue fire. So, so where can I go in TreNora where there are moneylenders or people that could get send mail to my father in Highmore?
What do you say? What do you write?
Dear father, it's Nylin, your favorite daughter. I am in distress. The ship was captured by Feymori. We stopped at TreNora. I met a horrible man named Captain Felix who will need to be punished. Horrible things happened to me. I need a bathtub. I now have
A single tear falls onto the
I now have blue fire magic. That has something to do with my mother, who we do not talk about. Love, your daughter. P.S. Send me money. We are on the way down towards Boghaven and trying to stop Feymori in some port headed down to the Umberglades. P.S.S. Captain Felix insulted our royal seat, and the nobles of TreNora need to be punished. Love, Nylin.
At the Arcane Curious, am I there?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
you made it to the arcane.
Okay, so I don't remember the guy's name. I had it written down. Finley or something?
Yeah, Finley McFry.
Hello! Oh, you're the lad I saw yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Where's the woman you came with? Is she your mother?
She'll be along. She's kind of like her grandma to us all, you might say.
Well, that's lovely, isn't it? Listen,
Oh,
I did some research.
Yeah.
Right, I did some research on that thing. I had some pictures and did some reading. I was very curious and I didn't get much sleep last night.
I didn't either, as it happens.
Really?
Well,
You're
did,
looking a
but
little pale.
Exactly.
I've had better nights.
I've been stabbed a lot.
You ever been stabbed?
Oh, I had a lot of dealings across when I went on, my adventures, but I don't know of how many. Like stabbings usually happen once, not number a number of times in one night. That's unheard of.
4 times.
4.
4 times.
Oh yeah, I bet I have to see the other one, don't I?
Yeah,
You don't want to see the other guy.
Oh.
I killed a man.
Why'd you have to bring that up?
My hand.
Good. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
But listen, next time you see her, tell her I was looking into the amulet of hers, and it's nothing I've ever seen. In fact, I don't think it's anything arcane.
Oh,
But having a curiosity, I think it taps into something else. I think it taps into the astral realm. I was doing some research on suspended animation, as it were. That's what she said it was. And that acts in a more of a divine magic, but this was astral. It's almost as if it itself
is connected to the mindscape. A temporal portal, as it were. Something far different than I think she originally imagined it was. Of course, I don't know too much. I only had a few minutes, but what I read on it seemed quite different.
Very interesting.
Anything else to do with a mirror dimension?
Mirror dimension. Would I know about any of this from my studies? Like, are these things I would have...
You know that these are words. You know that they are reference to things like astral realm being the realm of astro-psionic energy, mindscape being another term for temporary portals or realms created in the mindscape, but it's also their own pocket dimension, right? That's usually where it exists. Also part of the a mirror dimension or mirror realm. It kind of exists in the same cognitive area. So it's a lot of stuff like that you recognize. You're not expert of it, but
Right. It sounds more like an occult thing than an arcane thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you finish up shopping and upgrading your rapier. In fact, you find someone who's able to sharpen it and polish it up, as well as etch some runic magic into it, making it stronger than it has before. The sword is so beautiful, almost begs to be named. Ooh. But I won't ask for that now. You finish. You get it, put it on, go down to the docks, and ask some questions around. You find some very important information about the ship called Destiny, what it looks like, the color and symbol on its flag, red and green with a star symbol on it, as well as what type of ship and how fast it can go. And you head back to the ship. Nylan goes out and finds a place where she can send a letter and writes out her letter, sends it out, and comes back to the ship early to spend some time on what others have called reading. And through your reading and skimming through and trying to find any sort of understanding of what this blue light is, you do find out some information. The flame you have, this wisp of the eternal flame, carries within it both light magic and healing life magic in it. And it is there simply as a connection that others have used to be a source of power, though for you, you don't need that source. However, you find that as you study it and as you hold the jar in your hand, you realize that there's a connection to your magic as you practice it in your room and the flame. The point is that whenever light, anytime you cast light or even focus on this healing magic that was told to you, it affects the flame and the flame affects you. You find out that that as you hold the jar and you cast, anytime you try to focus on any sort of magic that comes from you that would heal, magic-wise, you'll get a +2 to anytime you heal someone, as well as you have certain uses, free uses of heal through the magic of the flame. But it is only a wisp, and eventually it will run out.
Oh.
So I'll give you this.
Ooh, thank you.
Kale goes directly to the Arcane Curios from Curious Traveler, and finds out some very important information about the amulet, as well as has a nice little shopping spree.
Yes.
Before
and
it
I
comes
bought insert clip here.
Yeah. And Regina goes out and she's searching for someone to help in her endeavor of our new satellite location known as the Boghaven Bar.
It's the one, honey.
And what you find is that you find a very jolly and seem to be hard-working catfolk. There's a really furry, fluffy, lovely, loving cat folk. Is a little bit shorter and is jolly and is looking forward to working with you.
Hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
Bro.
He's well kept. He's very groomed. He's very
Just took him out of the intro.
groomed. No, I know.
Took him out.
That's what I said. I was like, it's the one that you have.
Putting him back in.
He's quite eager, packs up, and meets you at the ship.
He should
You all
be
come
named
back-
Jasper. He looks like a Jasper.
I love it. His name is Jasper.
Just walks by, I go.
Jasper.
Uh,
I think you're gonna do well. I guess I should give you the-
Calm down.
What,
Calm
did you
down.
sign on bonus?
yes, sign on bonus and 1 gold piece. And you all come back. You make it back to the ship as the men are finishing up. They come down off the ship. Bror standing there. He welcomes everyone back onto board and says, "Welcome back. Tomorrow we'll have our new head and we're gonna get our captain back. All right?
Aye, honey.
Who are you?" And we'll end there. Thank you, travelers, for watching and joining us on our quest today. If you want to see more adventures by us, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And remember to toss the dice and let them fall where they may. Until our paths cross again, thank you and have a good night.
How's the bar doing?
The bar. Oh, if you look over here and you look up and you see that there's actually a sign above the door. It says Bar Haven Bog. Wait, Bog Haven Bog.
Bar Haven Bog. I like that better, actually. The Bar Haven Bog.